Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on using DACdb Pmail to help direct your Presidents-elect to the membership goal setting page in the MAP Membership Success Center. If you're like me and you've been in a district role before, you know that clubs with membership goals are more successful, and you've been greatly frustrated by trying to get clubs to enter membership goals into Rotary Club Central. Part of that challenge, I believe, is that the login process and describing the navigation just to get to the goal setting page is so challenging. In the Membership Success Center, we now have a better answer for that. Now, before you ask, there is not yet a direct interface between goal entry in the Membership Success Center and Rotary Club Central, although we're in conversation with the IT staff at Rotary International to get that accomplished. For districts with DACdb access to the Membership Success Center, we are recommending that you use it as your goal setting mechanism rather than Rotary Club Central. I think the reasons for that will become obvious in a minute. So the challenge is how to get a president-elect into the right spot to enter his or her goals for the upcoming year. We have an elegant solution for that. As you know, DACdb Pmail has the ability to send personalized links like we do for membership registration. We've used that same strategy to create some personalized links in the Membership Success Center. Even better, those personalized links can point to a specific page in the Success Center. That means you can send a personalized link specifically to the goal setting page to every president-elect in your district. When they click on that link, it bypasses login and opens their own club's goal setting page in one click. That's right, one click. No login, no navigation. Wow, this couldn't be easier. You also have a way to inspect goals and identify clubs that have not yet firmed up a membership goal and entered it. Of course, you can also send a reminder to only those who have neglected to complete the goal setting process. Let's take a look at how this works. We'll start on the District tab in DACdb. Let me remind you that this is not a feature of the Membership Success Center itself, but rather a feature of DACdb Pmail. So let's click on the Pmail icon. Now, the way to do Pmail in a large audience of dozens or hundreds of recipients is to use a template that you have honed, proofread, and tested yourself multiple times. The Pmail application opens to a blank message. Now, if you were building a template about goal setting from scratch to send to your PEs, you'd use the Membership Success Center hot link icon over here at the right end of the bottom icon bar. Clicking on that icon, we get a menu of pages to which we could direct our audience. In this case, we're interested in membership goal setting. Clicking Save, we'll see that link drop right into the message body, exactly where we had our cursor set before. At this point, then, you can build the rest of your Pmail message around that link. To save you some time, we've created a system Pmail body that you can open and then just save as a district template. Let me show you how to do that. Just click Select Template, pick System from the pick list, and then scroll all the way down. This is the last template in the list. Of course, you open templates by using the radio button, not by clicking on the name of the template. We'll click Use Selected Template. Now, what I'm going to do is save this as a district template so that I or any other district leader can come back to it and use it again. Now, you can change it up a bit from the system template as it's loaded, and if you're following up on those that haven't completed their goals yet, for example, you might want to change the language a little bit. Now, in my own district, these kinds of messages to presidents-elect usually come from the DGE. So I'll address this from Renee Stubbs and then save it. You'll notice that when you open a Pmail template, it defaults to yourself as the recipient. That's really handy because you'll want to send it to yourself more than once, trying the links and making sure it works as you expect. You save each update by clicking this little icon that looks like an ancient floppy disk, for those of you who remember what those look like. You name your template, then save it. checking these two boxes yes. That way, when you reopen the template, you don't have to make any changes to the subject line or the sender information. Now we'll click Send and wait to receive this message for validation purposes. Note that Pmail gives you 2 or 3 minutes of recovery time in case you send something prematurely or change your mind, unlike ordinary email. You can retrieve those using the pending link right over here. Now, if you want to save some time, you can use this blue arrow to kick the message out immediately. For demonstration purposes, I've sent this template to myself already, so let's take a look at what it looks like on my end. Here it is in my inbox. We open it up, we see exactly what we'd expect. My first name or nickname is in the greeting, and the body looks exactly like what we sent. So let's try this link to the goal setting page. Not surprisingly, it opens to exactly that page and for my own club. This just couldn't be any easier, could it? Now I'm going to switch to a club that has not yet set a membership goal for 23-24. You'll see how this works for a first-timer. We select the upcoming year right here. Of course, since there's no goal set for that year, the same prompts and reminders will pop up. Once those are closed, you'll notice that the goal setting button is presented automatically. Now you'll also notice the required entry of an estimate of the July 1st starting membership count. Since the president-elect is doing goal setting for the coming year, they need to make their best guess for what membership count they'll be starting from. There's a pop-up that explains that right here. So let's assume that they end the year at 55 members where they are right now. Once the estimate's been entered, then the president-elect can set either a percentage growth goal using this box, or they can figure in a hard number to the upcoming year's ending membership goal. We do the math to display the number of new members needed for their growth intention alone, and then, since we know their average attrition rate, we display the number of members that they can expect to replace during their year as president. Adding those, we see the number of new members they need to be successful in meeting their membership goals. Click Save, and we're all finished. Now, of course, there's no membership progress dashboard for the coming year until July 1st. The progress dashboard will switch at that time to their goal and their membership progress. So let's go back and send our now tested Pmail template. So we want to send this to the PEs. So we start on the committees list and we choose the PE committee. Notice they're all selected by default. Now, if we come back in a month or so to remind those with no goal set, we can just clear all of these and cherry pick the ones that we want to send to. For now, I'll pick all of them. We click on the Pmail icon, and then we retrieve our template using the Select Template button. You'll recall that was a district template, and you'll notice it's right here at the top. Goal setting to PEs. That's what we called it when we saved it. Notice again, I'm using the radio button, not clicking on the template name to select it. So you now have a ready-made Pmail template that you can send to your presidents-elect, and they have a one-click process by which they can get directly into their own club's membership goal setting page. They also have a link to a step-by-step video on how to use the goal setting process. We have the address field filled out for all those PEs, and it will send a personalized message including their first name or nickname in the greeting and a link to their own club's goal setting page in the body. Now, what about the follow-up to those who haven't yet sent goals? You'll see a new report up here, Upcoming Year Goals by Club. Like all the reports, you can sort every column. Some of these clubs have some very aggressive growth goals. There's also a filter checkbox, so you can display only the clubs that have not yet set a membership goal. Now, I do realize that not all of you DGEs or membership chairs are familiar or proficient with these tools. You don't have to be. Just send the link to this video to your DCO or district administrator with instructions to create the goal-setting Pmail and send it to your presidents-elect. They can send it as if they were you. They'll also know how to send follow-up messages to those PEs who don't pick up on the goal-setting process the first time around. Thanks for watching today. If you can get your PEs engaged and committed to a membership goal, your likelihood of successfully growing your district will increase several times over. As always, if you have questions or hit a bump, just email mapsupport@rizones33-34.org. Thank you.